It's the day of the swap, and both wives prepare to leave their lives behind. What do they hope to gain from the swap?
I'm obviously good at organizing, good at scheduling, and that's what I would ask a new family to try.
I hope to teach this new family how to be spontaneous, just like the Wild Williams. I love you! Have a good time!
Bye!
Bye!
Love you guys!
After a 2,000-mile journey, the wives finally get to see where they'll be living for the next 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, a lot of kids.
Before they meet their new families, the wives get a chance to explore their new homes.
Whoa! It's clean.
Lots of stuff all over. The family definitely is not into the appearance of their house.
Oh, hell no. They paid $250 for some beads and a little bit of material.
This looks like a Christmas tree with, I think they're gun shells.
They have everything scheduled. The Chevy Gym, I hope that's like the name of their car because it's from 3:30 to 8.
Doesn't look like they have any structure. This is disorganized home, just blah.
Oh! Her garage is a dance floor. Nice.
Someone's thrown up.
For the first week, the wives must live by the rules of their new family. Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
Competitive dancing dominates our lives. That's just absolutely crazy.
I'm a sergeant at the local jail. My house isn't a prison and I don't run it like one. Kind of doesn't look like she runs it at all.
We require them to practice every day and make them document their hours on a time card. Dance is not a hobby for my kids. It's their job. Not gonna fly. That's gotta go.
My kids love to roughhouse and it always ends up in one of them in tears. It's always the best free entertainment I can think of. I think watching them cry would not be entertainment.
I insist that my children take 13 daily vitamins. 13 vitamins a day.
When it comes to food, they eat whatever they want. If they want sweets, mommy gets sweets. They'll be on highs, and maybe that's why they beat each other up.
Mark is a little more lenient than I am when it comes to dance practice. It takes a lot of hard work to keep me going, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way, if you noticed that part.
Craig, our 12-year-old son, disciplines his brothers and he saves us money on babysitting. She's created a warden at her own home, and it's not she or her husband, it's her son.
It's the moment of truth. The new wives are about to come face to face with their new husbands and children.
Ooh,
I'm
hi.
Doug.
Nice to meet you.
Chevy.
I'm Joel.
Craig, I've already seen the pictures and all that. Hello. This Kaylor.
It's nice to meet you all.
Logan, how are
Logan.
you?
And Mark. Nice to meet you too.
But the boys, I mean, that's the first thing we'll do. Watch TV?
Yeah, we let them decide what they want to do, and we're kind of behind it.
You guys have any questions? Two little boys. I thought they might, run around and do something, but they looked like they were hungry, sat down, turned the TV on. But I don't think having fun is sitting in front of the TV all day.
Mom seemed very, very structured.
Yes.
Yeah, Mom is.
She's got a schedule, baby, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah, Dad's a softie.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not that soft. I just give you a little bit more leeway than Mom does, that's all.
My impression of Mark was that he just sits back and does what Abra says. Whatever's on the schedule, he'll take care of.
Okay, so why don't you go change, Chev, and, yeah, okay.
At the Williams, Doug is getting ready for his night shift, and health-obsessed Abra struggles with the family's idea of dinner.
Kayla, you gonna have any salad?
No, I hate salad. Because the last time I tried it, I threw up.
So guys, but here's what my kids have to eat. They do not get to step out of the house without 13 vitamins.
What kind of vitamins do you give your kids?
Multivitamin, which is actually 4 little vitamins. They get a little green tablet that's vegetables, a little red tablet that's fruit, a natural energy booster, a magnesium tablet to help their brains kind of keep functioning throughout the day, and they get a sodium fluoride because the dentist wants them to have fluoride, so that's another little pink pill.
14 of them a day she feeds her kids. To me, that almost sounds like a meal in itself.
So you take vitamin?
Actually,
Aspirin.
I've got a splitting headache right now.
Gee, it wouldn't be because of me, would it?
In California, Joe must oversee the kids' evening dance practice.
Go Latin first, and then swing.
Very nice, guys. I enjoyed.
His foot hurts.
It'll be okay. What are you saying all about, Chev?
My back.
Suck it up.
The thought the kids did really well. I was just wondering if you usually keep going when you're hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, except for the limping and complaining about their backs hurting.
At the Williams house, Doug is off to work the night shift, leaving Abra with the boys.
You guys have a basketball court out there. Do you guys ever play basketball together? I asked you a question, and out of respect for me, hello? Visual, look at me.
Keeler, stop. Keeler, stop. Come on. You guys meet.
Oh, he just used it.
That's probably not okay. Why do you think he's doing it?
For attention.
Yep, he's getting it, isn't he?
Oh,
Hello.
Oh, give me a piece of that. Oh, yeah, you want some of that?
Because Kaylor was not getting attention, he was ensuring that he got attention. The boys seem to be wild children.
Ah!
It's the first morning of the swap in California. Mark's off to work, and Joe must choreograph and implement a detailed minute-by-minute schedule for the kids and herself.
So I guess I'll start with the trash. This is gonna suck.
I just don't like touching people's stuff. I'm fine. It's just easy gag reflectors.
Hey, Joe.
Okay, what do we do next? Dance practice is coming up here in a minute. Did you guys sign in today?
Put it on the wrong side of the wrong day.
11:55.
Chevy and Rome should not be punching a card when they're 12 and 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This one is your sister's cup. I put her name on the bottom. Oh, wait, take one of those out and put it in Rome's cup. The red one. Would you be lost without taking these every day?
Sometimes when I don't take them, I feel different.
And you don't think that maybe just by drinking a pop you'd feel okay?
Probably not.
Cheers. Down the hatchet.
At the Williams house, Abra is supposed to stay in bed all morning, but she's so disturbed by her surroundings, she immediately breaks the rules.
There's no soap to wash your hands. Nothing's cleaned in the sink. I just find that unsanitary and quite honestly disgusting. I did break a couple other rules. I just couldn't step in the shower.
What? What's wrong with my shower?
I know you guys are boys, but
I think it's soap scum, though, and
I think it's dirt scum. I don't think it's soap scum. That's just disgusting.
I thought that was uncalled for. If she would have said, Doug, your bathroom is dirty, I cleaned it, I would have probably given her a hug. But don't come to me and say, your bathroom's disgusting.
Sorry.
Next on the non-stop schedule, tap class for Rome. Then Joe has to coach Chevy in gymnastics.
Kick to handstand, bar pirouette, step down to back walkover with a nice high leg lift, and take your time. I don't want anybody rushing through it, okay? Pirouette, then hold this second handstand. It's important. What else? Come on now.
All the way around. Chest up.
Heels down.
Good try.
Oh, no, coaches never clap when they
Oops.
Parents are supposed to be there to pat them on the back, not, get your ass back up there.
Do you think she puts dance before, like, quality time with you and her?
We don't really do too much quality time.
But do you wish it was different?
Sometimes, yeah.
Have you ever asked not to do it?
I used to do that a lot, but then they just made me keep going.
Chevy needs some love from a mother, not a coach.
At the Slaters, it's even more practice for the exhausted kids. And Joe confronts Mark about the toll Abra's schedule is taking on Rome and Chevy.
Chevy I see as an exhausted little girl. She runs ragged. I think that she kind of felt like a robot. If I was you, I would probably say, you know what, Chevy? There is no gymnastics. She kind of thought that her mom was a little controlling. She's your daughter just as much as she's Abra's. Do you like the schedule? Work with me here, Mark. Talk to me. You're so passive. I haven't seen you get excited once.
Yeah. Joe had mentioned to me about not having a voice in the family. It is kind of a harsh thing to say, yet I can't argue with it.
No. That's what I want to see you say. No. No. I got you. I think Mark is a robot, too. I mean, you could tell him to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. He'd be like, oh, I meant to do it yesterday.
It's the evening before rule change. Abra finds Doug hiding from his children in the machine shop and takes him to task about his parenting.
You leave Craig here to watch the kids, and what if something happened?
I think work and chores build work ethic.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to instill that in him, and he fights me on that.
He's right.
Craig feels he's overworked for the 10 minutes of work I give him a day.
He watches the kids all day. How do you consider that 10 minutes? Quite honestly, I think you should spend more time with the kids, no matter how tired you are.
Listen, don't tell me I'm not a good father. I don't need her telling me how to be a father to my kids.
Today, everything is about to change in the Slater and Williams households as the new wives take control.
It's time to get the Williams family in step.
So I think it'll be a good experience to have someone new controlling me.
The families are summoned to the rules change ceremony. It's time for the wives to lay down the new rules which the families must obey.
This house is like a jail. You have more rules and restrictions than my prisoners. No more schedules. This week is all free time.
Sounds like fun.
I feel that this family is lacking discipline, organization, and structure. So first off, everything that you do for the entire week is printed right here.
You mean we can't do anything else?
That's not fair.
No more dance or gymnastics, and that means all costumes and trophies must go. Time cards, they're horrifying.
I think it'll be good for my body to get a break.
You guys are gonna learn how to dance. Just wait.
I'm not dancing.
I don't believe that I should have control.
But I know, I'm just gonna
I think that's fair.
Chevy, you have no idea how excited I am about having my first daughter.
This week we're gonna spend some quality mother-daughter time together so you can tell your mom that moms should be moms, not coaches.
Craig and Doug, you guys could have an awesome relationship. It's time to come together and build a clubhouse to kind of give the boys something else to do instead of fighting with each other.
I think it's a good idea.
This week, no one will control what you eat. There's no need for you to take over 10 vitamins in the morning. To celebrate your newfound freedom, we're gonna have a pajama party with all your friends.
My mom would never let me do that.
Kayler and Logan, you're eating too much junk food.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's really important to supplement what you eat with vitamins. So each morning, I'm gonna give you all a multivitamin.
That's good. That's good. You guys can do that.
No more worrying about whether the house is clean or not. Instead, we will have fun watching TV, playing games, and just having a good old time.
Sweet.
Okay, the house is really grubby. There's always dishes.
Whoa, you mean you have to clarify grubby.
It's just disgusting to me. For the rest of the week, I expect you boys to pick up after yourselves. Okay?
Sucks.
Mark, this week you will learn how to express your opinion and stop letting Abra run the show. You should have just as much say about everything as she does.
I will. Okay, I will appreciate that very much.
Craig, it's time to let you be a kid. You spend a lot of time looking after your brothers, kind of like you're a third parent.
What? That's not.
Dad, you're always snoozing. I
Tell him.
watch them, I feed them.
There's one other thing that I see that Craig does, is that he disciplines them. Doug, it's important to now give the boys discipline. You've become so lenient in this house that I feel you're raising your own future set of inmates. Wake up and smell the coffee.
In California, Jo immediately enforces her rules by removing anything having to do with dance from the Slater house.
Joe, do you want my dancing jacket?
Anything to do with dance, honey.
I think taking away dance will irritate me, but my sister's just jumping up and down right now.
Good job throwing out the schedule, Chevy.
I'm excited and looking forward to just being a kid. Yay, it's a party.
The question is, will Abra's first rule meet with equal enthusiasm?
Hey guys, guess what? Time to dance.
No.
Have you ever tried it?
It's for sissies. I ain't dancing.
Wait, Kayler, come here.
It's the first morning after rules change in Minnesota, and Abra is determined to get the Williams family on schedule.
So we're getting Craig up, you guys are taking a shower, then we'll start getting the other boys up.
It's time to get up.
Dad, I am.
Kayler, Logan, it's time to get up. Come on.
We're going with vitamin C and some multis. You at least have to try.
Logan, open up.
Everything new is kind of weird. Come on, guys. Come on, we got a schedule. Move it, move it. Why is it taking so long for you to eat?
We got chores from 11 to 11:30.
Hey, Craig, can you wipe off the counter, please?
My lunch sucks.
This is Craig's job.
Well, we just got done with chores at 11:30, and we've got chores here at 2. I mean, what are we gonna, what more can we do? That wasn't so bad, was it?
I'm going to die.
In California, the kids have slept in. When the kids finally wake up, Jo helps them undo years of intense training and strict dieting with one short, sharp trip to the drive-thru.
Okay, chili cheeseburger and chili cheese fries.
Seriously, as for the healthy food, we got cheeseburgers.
Thank you.
Cheese, meat, and bread. And that ain't gonna kill no one.
This is awesome.
Ice cream, that's all dairy products. I could eat like this all the time. What about you?
Yeah, I could eat like this.
It's all those vitamins and stuff that they're eating that's killing them. I got used to healthy food. Now I'm eating real food.
At the Williams under Abra's rules, it's Doug's job to discipline the kids. But when Craig finds Kayla riding his bike without a helmet, he decides to hand out the punishment himself.
There. What happened? I threw a shoe at him and hit him in the head.
It's probably not a good idea. I probably should tell you what just happened with Craig outside. Kayla was not listening, so he decided to throw a shoe at him.
You see, in my job, you know, I get calls on that, and they call that assault. You assault him with a shoe. Hey, come here. If you're gonna act like an inmate, you know, I may have to treat you like one because you threw a shoe and hit him in the face.
You just kind of made me mad.
I'm his dad. You're not.
You know, then
I'll just take a punishment.
No, sit.
I'll take the punishment.
Sit. I want an immediate consequence. Does that sound fair to you, hey, bro?
It's your decision.
It was really tough for me to do the follow-through this morning, and for me to make a rational decision on the spot is uncomfortable for me to deal with.
I personally was a bit confused because he's in law enforcement and he didn't really want to come up with a consequence. I mean, he's not taking responsibility for his kids.
At the Slaters, Joe wakes up to find that someone has broken the rules and done the unthinkable. Wash the dishes.
Who did the dishes?
I think Rome did.
Morning, Rome.
Morning.
Did you clean the kitchen last night?
Yeah.
Why did you clean the kitchen at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Because I wanted plates this morning.
Are you like your mother? You can't sleep with a dirty kitchen?
No.
Put this on. Do you know what that signifies?
No, I don't.
It's orange. It's what I put my prisoners in.
She had me go out, but she fell asleep inside and she said she'd come get me.
Where's my brother?
Oops, I forgot Rome. I fell asleep on you. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm just a little annoyed just because.
No, you have every right to be. He stayed out there longer than he should have. I'm not used to kids, when I put them somewhere and ask them to do something that they do it. My kids, they'd have been out within 5 minutes. Go spend time with your friends.
It's judgment time as the couples finally come face to face across the table.
What I saw when I was you was the disrespect from the boys.
I know my kids run all over me, and I know they run all over their dad, but I do, when we're out, I see them. They're respectful to other people.
But they aren't respectful to other people.
You don't
They
think
aren't,
so?
no. If anybody asked them a question, they felt it was their complete right to completely ignore us. But during the days that I was me, we had fun with the boys. They were very friendly. They didn't ask for TV. They wanted to dance. You have a messy house.
I call it a clean messy. Because it's like clothes and toys and dishes.
Except for the bathrooms and the shower.
I've been in dirty as a police officer. My house is not dirty.
Doug, it's dirty.
It's just not important to me.
It could just be picked up and cleaned and
I don't want to. Your kids ate, I believe it was like sugar cereal. And we snacked like on chips and stuff, and they took me out for burgers.
My first thought was, did my daughter put on any weight? If she's eating more crap, she's gonna put on weight, and that's harmful to the sport she's in.
I mean, seriously, that just blows my mind.
One of the first things you picked up on me was that I skirt the issues, and that really surprised me. See, the way I like to rule the house is
You don't rule the house. Are you joking?
I like to do it with an iron fist.
What are you talking about? You didn't rule. Doug, you didn't rule at all. Remember? There needs to be discipline. I mean, what are your jobs about? Your jobs are about respecting. You give the inmates timeouts.
The time cards were mortifying, and I couldn't believe that you guys have your kids punch in and out like they have to do so many hours a week. Yeah, but they shouldn't be working. They're kids.
We will work out something differently, but the time cards are gone. And what it did...
No. You don't tell me the time cards are gone. I don't tell you what to do, and you don't tell me what to do.
Sometimes you do. And sometimes it is your decision and not mine.
Now you're being me and beating a dead horse. Did you turn into me while I was gone?
No, not yet.
This is where Mark is getting his voice. He just agrees with everything instead of just making a decision.
It's like when you ask what I want to do, and I just normally say, I don't care, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, and how many times do I say, I'm so sick of that? You always let us make the decisions. You won't ever make a decision.
I told the kids that time cards are gone, and it's something that I really feel strongly about.
My impression of the kids were Abra has a chip and puts them in her robots once a week. But you and Mark are going through your children with this whole dance and gym thing. What I would like to see is if Chevy had the time just to spend time with Mom on the couch, and Mom Coach is left at the gym, and it's Mom.
Yeah. It made me realize that I needed to spend more quality time with my kids. Craig's a very nice young man, and he and his dad are conflicting a lot. And part of that is Craig's resentment about having to watch the children.
It's my relationship with my son, and it's a difficult one, but I tried to make him aware that my dad didn't have a good relationship with his father, and I didn't have a good relationship with my father. So I'm gonna try to break that chain.
And I think that's one of the whole things for this whole thing, is that we become better parents because of this experience. I learned a lot, and I think it's been probably the best experience I've had in my life.
After a 1,000-mile journey, the wives finally get to see where they'll be living for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, hell no. We're not pulling in here. There's no place to live here. Where's the house at? This is definitely not a house on wheels.
Before they meet their new families, the wives get a chance to explore their new home.
Oh my goodness. Very clean. Definitely makes me want to take my boots off.
There's no way this is serious. Private, do not enter what?
Honey-do list. Sounds a little demanding.
I hate country music, I hate horses, and anything that has to do with rootin' or tootin', I hate.
And they obviously have an animal.
They must have a horse, and that's what all this crap is for. I was hoping the horse was dead, but it's not dead. We're selling the horse.
For the first week, the wives must live by the rules of their new family. Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their home.
I'm the dictator in this dictatorship.
Howdy, partner. We're the Rhinestone Ropers. What idiots.
Warren keeps me happy by doing all the cleaning. This man's a little whipped.
My job as a wife is to take care of my man, doing whatever it is to make him happy. Where's her happiness?
I refuse to get out of bed unless Warren brings breakfast to me. Warren has lost sight of his own needs.
Dan likes a very specific breakfast. The eggs must be over medium. I have no idea what even over medium means.
Richard jokes that I am the king of evil and the king of bossy. I don't think that's a joke so far.
We're never in one place long enough for Cody to go to school. I think Cody gets tired of it, but that's the way Dan wants it. The kid doesn't want to live like a freak his whole life.
It's just all about Rebecca. It's disgusting.
It's all about making Dan happy. Wait till Dan gets home.
It's the moment of truth. The wives are about to come face to face with their new husbands and children.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you, Warren.
Hi, Cody. I'm Rebecca.
Donovan? Yes. And you must be Richard. It's nice to meet you guys.
Hi, Dan. I'm Rebecca. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. You're very pretty.
Thanks.
Welcome to our home.
Dan was really nice, went out of his way to make me feel comfortable. I was surprised by that.
We have 3 shows today, 3 shows tomorrow, then we're driving to Kansas. It's about an 11-hour drive.
What do you think I do?
You work on a farm.
I'm actually a Western entertainer. We have guns in our show. We also have whips and knives.
Kim sounds cool because she gets knives thrown at her.
Rebecca is immediately thrown into the action as she has to cowgirl up to perform in her first show.
Like a moron.
Can you do a yeehaw? Have you ever done a yeehaw? You know, like those guys.
Yeehaw! I have no idea how to do this, and it's gonna be bad.
We're just about ready for a cowboy show. You want to see a cowboy show, right? Thank you very much.
All right, go ahead.
Please welcome Rebecca.
The first Wild West show experience was crazy. I had no idea what I was doing.
But her true test comes when she must face Dan's knives on the wheel of death.
Oh, God, I'm gonna die. All right, we're done.
Have you had enough?
I'm gonna throw up. Not wearing some stupid cowboy outfit, having some fool throw knives at me, you crazy old man. Oh my God.
Here's some tricks you may have seen in the movies.
It seems to me like this is Dan's midlife crisis and he's attempting to live his childhood dream out.
Actually, I gotta go back.
It's the first night at the Oaks, and Kim must take it easy while Warren finishes his household duties.
No, Richard.
But Richard starts acting up.
I can't believe that Warren just walks by his kids when they're acting up so badly. It's obvious to me that he doesn't understand how to discipline. He really needs to step up and be a father to those children. Richard has a ton of energy. Nobody's taken the time to discover what they can do to focus it into something productive.
The Minks must pack up the set as they head off to the next state and the next show. And after a couple of hours rest, Rebecca, more used to being waited on hand and foot, must be up to cook Dan's breakfast.
It's a little after 8, so I'm heading out with Lucky Joe.
It's cold in here. I'm freezing to death.
Well, you get up and start cooking breakfast, that's good heat, man. That heats a thing up faster than anything.
First thing I need when I wake up is a pop.
I'll be back in about a half an hour to eat.
I can't believe that Kimberly gets up and does this every day, but I don't think the woman has any say in the matter.
Smells good. All right, thank you. Yeah, you got to keep a close eye on those hash browns. They burn quick.
In Ohio, while Kim is still asleep, Warren is just getting home from a night shift.
Richard, Donovan, wake up, come on.
But there's no rest for Warren, as he now has to attend to his household duties. First up, get the kids off to school.
Put this in there.
Bye.
Next, Warren has to serve Kim's every whim.
Warren, pop! I felt completely ridiculous. I felt like I couldn't do anything for myself.
Oh, Karen, would you like an omelet this morning? Here you go.
So is this a usual morning routine with her calling to you and bringing breakfast?
Yeah, pretty much.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, I pretty much like it. I mean, you know, it makes me feel, you know, important.
So I have a honeydew list. This says windows, clean thoroughly, general dusting, vacuuming. I'll just give you that.
Okay.
Makes me feel a little bad for Warren because he's playing more of a servant role rather than a husband role.
In Ohio, Kim is hard at work at Rebecca's job, while Warren slaves away at the house. When Kim finally returns home, she must make sure that Warren has completed the honey-do list.
Hey, did you get everything done today?
I got to clean the insides of these right here, but I didn't get to clean the outside.
What would Rebecca say about that?
I don't think she'd like it too much.
So do you always get the honey-do list done for Rebecca?
I mean, if I don't, I get punished.
What kind of punishment would she give you?
No quality time.
What does that mean?
Quality
like
time.
intimate time? Oh, that's interesting.
You don't think I did a good job? You think it's bad?
You didn't complete your job on the windows.
I can do it like right now if you want me to.
Rebecca walks all over him, and she actually manipulates him into believing that the things that she's controlling him with are good for him.
The Minks are on the road again.
Where are we at right now?
Kansas.
I can't imagine getting up and doing this every day. That's gotta be hard on Cody, though, traveling so much. I mean, Dan's depriving Cody of a childhood, traveling from town to town. There's no life in that.
And when they make a stop for homeschooling, Rebecca takes the opportunity to find out how Cody feels about life on the road.
I think it would be fun to go to school and have friends, but we don't usually stay at a place more than 10 days.
Is that hard, not having friends that you see on a regular basis?
I get, you know, kind of bored with just having to play by myself.
Do you have much time to play, or do you, because it seems to me like you work a lot.
Sometimes if we're with entertainer friends, we'll go bowling or something.
And how often is that?
Not very often.
Cody knows school's the only way he's going to develop the relationships he's looking for, but he would feel uncomfortable telling Dan because he knows Dan would be upset.
In Ohio, while Kim has to supervise the kids' homework, Warren avoids parenting responsibilities and carries on with the honey-do list.
Who normally does your homework with you?
Mom.
How come your dad doesn't help you with your homework?
Because whenever he has to get Mom to help him with it, so I can't, it's hard to respect him when he does that.
Do you get in a lot more trouble than your brother does?
Yeah, because say I'm getting ready to do something really, really bad to where I could maybe go to jail. I want to see that Dad could actually stop me from doing it.
It was really shocking to me to sit there and listen to Richard say, I want to know if he can be a good punisher. Richard is asking for his dad to be a real father.
In Ohio, after a week of sitting around watching Warren do all the housework, Kim has finally had enough.
I'm sorry, Warren, I don't want you to paint that anymore.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. You're working so hard and I'm just sitting on my butt. So I don't want you to paint anymore. Just sitting there not doing anything is so against everything that I believe a partnership is about.
She does her thing and I do my thing. She's a worker, and I do like taking care of the house. But like I said, sometimes I do get down and think, man, should I be doing something else with my life? And Donovan said, you know, I want to be just like my daddy. I want to be at-home daddy. I was like, Donovan, that's not acceptable because you need to grow up and do something with your life.
That is so awful that you are telling your sons that you're a loser, because that's what you're telling them.
Well, not
no,
really.
you are. That's exactly what you just told me. You just said, no, you don't want to be a stay-at-home dad because I'm unsuccessful, I'm stupid. You don't want to be like me.
My fear is I'm afraid I'm going to fail them, you know?
Today, everything is about to change at the Oaks and Mink households as the new wives take control.
Warren needs to stand up and be a man, and I am just the cowgirl to show him how.
Dan can't take a woman stating her opinion. I went along with your rules, you need to go along with mine.
The families are summoned to the rules change ceremony. It's time for the wives to lay down the new rules, which the families must obey.
You've noticed I'm not wearing the crazy cowboy getup anymore, with the exception of this hat. From now on, you'll wear regular clothes so you can look like real people.
It's never been our ambition to be normal.
There's nothing wrong with being normal. God.
Warren, you need to step up and be a real man. And you need to dress like you are running the ranch. So, these are
Put on
for
the
you.
hat. Oh no, Dad.
Dan, your wife and son spend every waking moment living a dream that is yours and not theirs. Well, guess what, cowboy? I'm the foreman of this show now.
Cody and Kimberly participate to the extent they want to.
And we're moving right along to the next one because we're not putting up with crap, Dan.
Warren, you really let Rebecca make most of the decisions in this house. It's time for you to make some of those decisions all on your own. You are going to repaint the office in a color of your choice.
I just hope she don't beat me when she gets back.
From now on, you'll be my house honey, and I'll tell you how you can serve me. You love to be the boss, and you love to criticize. If you don't do any of the domestic chores I give you to my satisfaction, I'm gonna criticize you with a bullhorn.
Warren, no more honey-do lists. I will be doing the cleaning. Donovan and Richard, from now on, your dad is the one that tells you what to do, not the other way around.
Dan, this family will move into a home where you can all experience stability, comfort, and ease of living.
Just because our home is on wheels doesn't mean it's not stable. I don't know what kind of home you grew up in, but...
One home that was in one spot.
Warren, you serenaded me in bed, and I see that you have a real talent. So I'm gonna trade your mop for a mic. You're gonna sing like a macho Western man. Richard, you're gonna channel all of that energy into guitar lessons. You will both perform together and entertain us all.
Cody, I have enrolled you in a public school where you can establish friendships that'll last more than a couple of hours.
He has friends all over this country. If Cody were in trouble...
But he sees how often? He doesn't see them on a regular basis, Dan.
Oaks family, you need to experience something new and fun as a family. I'm gonna take you guys to a ranch.
Run, cowboy.
Dan, if you break any of my rules, you will have to eat your next meal out of your stupid cowboy hat.
Our hats are not stupid. For a cowboy, it's hard to admit, but you hurt our feelings when you make fun of our symbols. You know, it's hurtful.
Rebecca wastes no time and enforces her first rule and moves the Minks into their new stationary home.
Welcome home.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This is Cody's room. What do you think of it, Cody?
This room looks nice.
Well, you've succeeded in impressing the kid with fluff. You're going to sabotage our whole way of life without ever giving it a shot.
You're full of
You're
Dan,
lazy.
You're pissing me off,
You don't,
and I'm
well,
not joking.
I'm sorry.
I've
I'm
done
so
my
afraid
part.
of horses, I can't wash the horse.
When I came to your house, I sucked
You
it up.
sucked up nothing.
You need a big glass to shut the hell up, because this is ridiculous.
It's gonna take someone bigger than you to shut me up.
I'm gonna go take a breather, because I need to get away from here for a minute.
Dan decides to break the rules and move out of the house. He and Cody pack up the trailer and head off to be up in time for their next morning's show.
Where are you guys going?
We're headed to the stables.
Well, I really wanted Cody to go to school.
You've held us up here, coming back
Dan,
with
don't
negotiating.
Bother. Just don't bother.
You
Just
know.
don't bother. Just go ahead
Cody's
and leave.
still up. It was
Well,
midnight.
great. Well, that's okay, because you don't want to live with the rules that you agreed to. Fine.
It's the first morning after rules change, and Rebecca has been abandoned by the Minks.
Well, I guess I'll get my own pop, since Dan's not here to do it himself like he's supposed to.
Rather than move into a rented house and let Cody go to school, Dan has broken the rules and taken Cody to carry on with the show.
Dan says at least a half a dozen times a day that he can do the show without Cody. Dan's scared for Cody to see people outside of his realm because he's afraid Cody might want to do something else.
In Ohio, Kim is setting out on her mission to change Wimpy Warren into an alpha male, and she gives him a taste of what it's like to be served by a woman.
So have a seat. Would you like some jelly for your toast?
That's okay.
If you want anything, I'm more than happy to jump up and get it for you.
That's all right.
After banning Warren from doing any household chores, Kim makes him sit back and relax as she uses his beloved vacuum.
Can I get under your feet?
Well, when Kim took my vacuum, it did feel a little different because I ain't never had nobody take my vacuum away from me like that. I felt like I was about to pass out, really.
In Nebraska, a furious Rebecca has finally tracked down the runaway Minks and confronts Dan over breaking the rules.
You know, one of the rule changes was Cody would go to school. You broke that by having him do the show.
If you want to restate this thing, come in and
Dan, I'm not restating it. How many damn times I gotta come in here and it's a bunch of bull. What's the big deal to go hang out with some kids? He was out of line, he was rude, he was disrespectful, he can't compromise at all about the school situation. He needs to be a man, suck it up, and come apologize.
I'm dumbfounded to have someone spend a week with the way we live and not understand a single thing about what we do. And to insinuate that he's not socialized because he doesn't hang out with 11-year-old kids, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
At the Mink house, there's been a complete breakdown in communication. Rebecca realizes that in order to move forward with her rule changes, she needs to work out her differences with Dan.
I really have a problem with what you said about me limiting his opportunities and shoving him into this life.
Like, I know Cody enjoys doing the show, but my only concern is that he doesn't see any other possibilities. There's nothing in the world he would pick over the show because he has that much respect for you. Even if he liked it, he wouldn't express that to you. A lot of times as parents, you know, you're always worrying about making the right decisions. Sometimes that could lead to micromanaging.
Is that something you double check yourself on?
You know, I think that is something that, you know, all parents that we just need to look at. Like, are we trying to control our kids too much?
I really intend to relax more and talk to him more and double check myself on that.
I think Dan is starting to listen and realize that I'm not out here trying to put him down or hurt his family in any way, that I was trying to do things to help him out, and now I've gave him a new perspective on things.
Dan may have ironed out his differences with Rebecca, but will he take his punishment for breaking the rules and eat out of his hat?
How delicious it looks. Oh, this thing's leaking.
I couldn't follow your rule. I'll give this one a chance.
You're supposed to eat it, not play with it.
I ate out of a cowboy hat because I'm a man of my word, and if at all possible, I honor my commitments.
In Ohio, Kim's taking Warren to choose paint for his own home.
Perfect.
She's hoping that by making decisions for himself, he might finally stand up to Rebecca.
So what do you think about this color so far? Are you sure?
I'm not too sure with the color, really.
You know, when it comes right down to it, if it were to be a choice between what you wanted and what Becca wanted, you were always going to go with what Becca wants. You do not have an equal relationship. She expects more out of you than you expect out of her.
She does nice things for me. She buys me things.
This is not a nice thing. This is not a nice thing. This is a monetary reward for you being a good boy.
No. Man, look, watch. I can do what I want in my house. I love vacuuming. I love doing stuff for my wife.
Okay, I think that I have been really clear in stating to you.
It's hard to...
No, wait, let me finish. I let you talk.
It's hard to say that. No, stop!
Stop.
No, because you're misunderstanding me. You're way off base. Listen. No, hold on, wait, you're way off base.
No, stop! I let you talk, now let me finish. She needs to ask you, please, Warren.
She doesn't have to, no, I do it for her because I love her. I do it because it's my job to do it. She don't even have to tell me to do these things.
Despite their argument, Kim still feels she's achieved her goal.
I'm really proud of Warren because he stood up to me. I hope that he is able to maintain that backbone when Rebecca shows her face again.
At the Minks' new home, Dan is now following the rules and begins his first day as Rebecca's house honey.
Good morning. Ready to awaken?
Breakfast looks great.
Sometimes in the evening I hear her. My queen starts calling my name. So I take off my spurs and I throw away my hat and I put on some baggy old jeans.
Now it's time for Dan to get started on his honey-do list and know what it's like to have someone else criticize him.
Let's go.
Don't kick the vacuum cleaner. That's it, Dan. Don't miss any spots.
But this rule causes Dan to reflect on Rebecca's relationship with her own husband.
From what Rebecca tells me, she doesn't do any of these chores. She makes her husband do them all, and at the same time, she has me doing them, really to humiliate me. She even used a blowhorn.
Now that's not fair.
Life's not fair, Dan.
I'll bet she doesn't think much of her husband. You know, it's like he's in this constant state of humiliation.
Just checking your response time, sorry.
In Ohio, after gaining confidence herding cattle, Warren's biggest test comes when he has to deal with Richard misbehaving.
We want you to watch these horses coming because it's real exciting.
Richard, come on.
Warren, until today, has always avoided disciplining his boys.
What? I'm just freezing.
Look.
Here they come.
Zip it. I don't want to hear it. Richard, no, please. Zip it up. Well, with Richard, sometimes it's hard for me to go out and just discipline, and I feel like I can do it now because somebody helped me find all this confidence. Sit down.
You're mean.
I don't care. It wasn't really that hard. I mean, there's things in life that you think are hard, but you're not going to find out unless you do them. And I think that'll make me a better person and him a better person, and we'll both respect each other. Yeah, I know you act up sometimes, so you need to start respecting me, because it makes me feel bad. It really does make me feel bad.
I'm wanting to respect you more now.
Hey, Code.
In Nebraska, Dan has decided to find out how Cody really feels about having to lead a cowboy life.
Are you still looking forward to someday when you're not on the road so you can play a team sport in junior high or high school?
Kind of.
I want you to understand, and I'm glad you're helping me with this, but you don't have to for the rest of your life. Does anything come to mind you think you would like to try?
I'd like to have a little more time at home. I want to go to school and play baseball and stuff.
Well, maybe we'll just have to do that. I think we're about ready to get packed up. I'll check on the horse.
I'm gonna go change.
Rebecca's been very insistent that Cody needs more time to be a kid. Maybe Cody's saying the same thing, and maybe we need to give him time off. I'm certain we can accommodate that.
Judgment time as the couples finally come face to face across the table.
You know, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I really thought you were reading through the manual. I'm just like, this lady is out of control with her control.
Your impressions of me was my impressions of Dan. I was dumbfounded that you would be so submissive.
The first show happened, and Rebecca didn't give 100%. When things get difficult, you say, I can't do that, just take care of me.
When did I say I couldn't do something?
I was trying to get you to wash the horse a certain way, and you told me to just beat it. For you to tell me that you weren't going to do it the way I wanted, you knew a better way, infuriated me.
But all because I wasn't standing close enough to the horse while I was rinsing it off. Not that I wasn't scrubbing it good enough. One of the rules was that we live in a normal house. Dan says, you know, it's ridiculous, we shouldn't be there. We get in a big, huge argument where you got in my face this close.
I felt free to express my attitude about it.
There's no way I'm putting up with that.
Did you?
Anytime he was upset, he was disrespectful, he was rude.
Let me finish.
He deserves to have his ass beat the way he talked to me, and he's lucky I didn't pick up a bat and beat him upside the head. And it seems like Dan picks and chooses the things he wants to do, and then everything else is just divided amongst the rest of the employees, you and Cody. Let me tell you, your kid has no childhood at all. He has no childhood at all. He does nothing but focus on show. Cody even says, I have no friends.
Well, I don't think he said any of that to you. I think you're lying.
He said he wants to go to school and that he wants friendships.
But when he gets to be an adult, he will be able to look back and go, you know what? My father was a constant figure in my life. And I could see that the boys had a great disrespect for their father. To watch Warren struggle so hard in disciplining his boys was really tough to watch. If you had the tools in disciplining your boys, why didn't you walk Warren through those tools?
I have. And if you say you haven't, you're...
No, I didn't. The only thing I said was, I have trouble with it.
Now tell her how Richard changed and why he changed.
I did command more respect from him, you know. So I was like, Richard. I looked at him, I was like, over there now. I made him sit on the bench, and he just sat there, didn't even say a word to me. I know you bossed me around because I need it, But she's helped me find something myself, so I don't have to take that.
He's been making the decisions.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Okay, I want to say 2 things really fast. Number 1, my statement about Rebecca and your relationship always was you show her more appreciation than she shows you.
But it's not
No.
I do everything for this family. I do go shopping when I got time and go to the grocery store and cook.
Come on, Becky, come on. You know, let's get real. Come on, seriously. No, hey, come on, let's just finish this up and get done with it. Come on.
You're foolish.
Let's just finish this up. Come on.
You got your arm on
Come
me.
on, we're going. Oh, damn it.
I'm not gonna sit there and let Kim tell me I don't do enough for my family. I got up and left because she's trying to say I don't do enough for my family. Well, no, she means I'm not as suppressed as she is.
You're doing exactly what you intended to come here to do, and she's fighting you.
And what a great gal you're going to have when you make her face the issues. Every time an issue is brought up, she scoots around it. She's been scooting around me all week. The courage you're showing here is going to make the difference for the rest of your life, I believe.